What is going on, everybody? This is NYG Jeffy T85, and as you can tell, this is a very, very frustrated NYG Jeffy T85 after game one of the Wildcard Series again with the Mets against the Padres, and the Mets get absolutely shellacked. They get absolutely blown out tonight by the San Diego Padres by the score of 7-1. It's taking me a lot right now not to get pissed off. It's taking me a lot right now not to start screaming, start ranting, because I'm not happy right now. I'm really not happy with how this team played tonight. I mean, there's multiple reasons why the Mets lost this game tonight. Number one, they were 1 for 11. 1 for 11 with runners in scoring position. 1 for 11. The Padres were 1 for 3. But the biggest difference why the Padres' number is so much lower than the Mets is because they hit 4 home runs tonight. Trent Grisham, Manny Machado, Josh Bell, and Jurickson Profar all hit home runs tonight. The Mets could not hit for their life. Yu Darvish went out there and he looked like a Cy Young winner. Now I know how good Yu Darvish is as a pitcher, but he absolutely just made the Mets lineup look silly. And I mean, it's not like the Mets didn't hit. If you come to think about it, the hits in the game for both teams weren't that vastly different. The Padres had 8 hits in the game. The Mets had 7. So it's not like the Mets and the Padres were so vastly different from who had more hits than the other. The biggest difference is the Mets, when they tried to get hits, they were stranded at they were stranded at third, stranded at second. These guys were stranded on the base pads. While the Padres, when they got their hits, they made them count, because 4 of their 8 hits tonight, half of their hits were home runs. Profar hit a 3-run home run in the 5th inning. Grisham hit a home run in the 2nd inning. Bell hit a 2-run home run in the 1st inning. And Machado hit a home run in the 5th inning. That's how they got all their runs. The Padres made it count when they were at the plate. They hit the ball and they hit it out of the park, and that's why they won this game. And the other reason why this Mets team lost tonight, Max Scherzer was god-awful on the mound. Scherzer was horrendous. He had 4 2/3 innings pitched. 4 2/3 from your ace pitcher. 7 hits, 7 earned runs. 4 strikes, 4 home runs given up. The only positive is he didn't actually walk anybody. Yippee-doo-dah-day. This is your all-star pitcher that you needed to come up clutch. And in 2 of the most important games of the Mets season so far, Max Scherzer came up blanks against the Braves, and he did it again tonight in the first game of this important Wildcard Series. This is not how the Mets needed to perform tonight in front of their home crowd, a crowd that has not seen the Mets play playoff baseball in 6 years. Since 2016 in that wild card game where they lost to the San Francisco Giants. And that great pitching duel between Madison Bumgarner and Noah Syndergaard. And the Mets came up small again. Max Scherzer was terrible tonight. And he deserved to get booed off that mound. And I like Max Scherzer. I'm happy the Mets brought in Max Scherzer in the offseason. He's pitched great so far this season. Albeit he's had a couple of injuries, but for the most part, he's pitched great. But unfortunately right now, I'm sorry, Max. 2 of the most important games that you needed to pitch this year, you've come up small. We needed you tonight to pitch well, and you stunk it up. You stunk it up on the mound tonight at Citi Field. So I apologize if I'm a little aggravated right now. I'm trying to keep calm. But this team was a first-place team and playing great baseball pretty much the entire season until they did a Mets-like thing again, where they collapsed and they couldn't finish off the division. The Braves, I'll give them credit. The Braves played great baseball the entire second half of the season, and they earned that division. But the Mets also choked it away. And now, with the opportunity here in your own home field, with your home crowd loud and proud, you put out a performance like this. One of your ace pitchers pitches that bad. Doesn't even last through the fifth inning. Gives up 4 home runs, 7 earned runs in 4 2/3 innings. And this Mets lineup could not get a damn hit to save their lives. They could not get a friggin' hit to save their lives. 1 for 11 in scoring position. 1 for 11. Can you drive a goddamn run home, please? I mean, if it wasn't for Starling Marte, who just came back into the lineup today after having a fractured freaking finger, what did he do today? 2 for 4, 2 hits, 2 stolen bases. And Eduardo Escobar, I've been hard on this guy all season. You know what he did tonight? He drove in the only Mets run tonight with that home run in the 6th inning. The rest of this lineup, sure, they got some hits. Alonso had a hit. McNeil had a hit. Nimmo had a hit. But let's just be real. None of these guys hit in the clutch besides Escobar and Marte. Everybody else were popping the ball up, striking out, leaving guys on base. And Max Scherzer pitched like a minor leaguer tonight, like he didn't belong on the mound. And we expect better from Max Scherzer as Mets fans. So right now, the Mets now are down in the series 0-1. It's not over yet. I'm not throwing in the towel. I'm not throwing in the white towel. There's still plenty of time for this New York Mets team to get it together. Go out tomorrow night. deGrom will probably be on the mound. Now that we lost tonight, most likely deGrom's going to be pitching tonight or tomorrow night against the Padres. And I believe it's going to be Joe Musgrave that's going to be pitching for the Padres. deGrom has got to go out there and he's got to have a vintage deGrom game like he did back in 2015 when he was absolutely fantastic in the playoffs, especially in that Dodgers and that Cubs series. deGrom has got to go out there and he's got to shut the door on the Padres. But right now, myself and a lot of other Mets fans are pretty damn frustrated as we speak. Like I said, the series is not over. There's still time for the Mets to turn it around and win this series because you got Jacob deGrom and you got Chris Bassett that are going to be on the mound the next 2 games. And both those guys need to turn it around after they both had bad pitching performances against the Braves last weekend. So we need those 2 guys to be able to go out there, pitch well, and this damn lineup has got to start hitting and hitting with runners in scoring position or hit the damn ball out of the park. Because if this team goes out tomorrow night and they shit the bed again, and they go down 0-2, and they go out this quietly in the Wildcard Series after how well they played, oh, it's not going to be pretty in Queens. After what this Mets team did the entire season to come down at the end and not only give up the division to the Braves, but then go into the playoffs and go out as quietly as they would, it is going to be a mess at Citi Field. And I love Stevie Cohen. I love everything he's done. I love the money he throws out there. I love the fact he's not going to be afraid to get players in here. But if the Mets don't get it together and they don't win tomorrow night, and especially the next night, it's going to get ugly. Especially with the expectations this Mets team now has. with the talent they have on this roster, and you go out as meekly as they did tonight, they better pick it up in their next couple of games. And they better start hitting with runners in scoring position. And Jacob deGrom and Chris Bassett better pitch much better games than Max Scherzer did tonight. I'm right now very aggravated as a Mets fan because of the way this season is ending. And because this team cannot hit and their pitchers can't pitch right now. I'll give credit where credit is due. The bullpen looked good. Seth Lugo pitched well out of the bullpen. David Peterson pitched well. Michael Givens pitched well. So I'll give credit to the bullpen. They did their job. But the lineup and the starting pitching is not getting it done. And the Mets have 2 games right now to turn it around against this Padres team. Because if they don't find a way to win, especially tomorrow night, and then even win this series, is not going to be a good look for this Mets team going into the offseason, where they have a ton of free agents that they have to decide if they're going to bring back or not. But as you can tell, I'm a very aggravated Mets fan. But we still have, the series is not over. Hopefully this team can turn it around. So if you guys like this video, please hit the like button below. Sub up if you haven't already to NYGJeffyT85 for more breaking news, updates, and score recaps from the New York Mets. Turn on the bell for notifications on the next video or short surrounding the Mets. And let me know in the comments section if you're a Mets fan, or if you're a fan that's not, if you're someone that's not a fan of the Mets and you're reveling right now in the fact the Mets blew it tonight. I don't care. Throw your comments in the comment section, or if you're a Mets fan, voice your frustration, as I am right now. So this team better get it together in the next couple of games and get the job done. Have a great rest of your night, everybody. Take it easy. And even though I'm aggravated as hell right now, let's go, New York Mets. All you got to do is believe in those boys from Queens.